Hello everyone, today, I'm going to show you how to make this beaded spacer that fit around 8mm bead. You can make a bunch of these and string them into a bracelet or necklace, as well as a pair of earrings. And here are the bracelet and a pair of earrings I beaded in dark blue and silver colorway. In this video, after the spacer part is completed, I will show you how to make a bracelet and adding clasps to it, and then the next part will be beading a pair of earrings. This is the beads and components I used in this video. You can change the bead colors and components of your liking. And as always, you will need the beading essential tools such as needle size 11, beading thread, scissor or thread trimmer, etc. For this design you will need seed bead size 11, seed bead size 15 in two colors, round bead size 4 and 8mm, wire guardians and ear wires. Add a stop bead to the thread and leave a short tail. Pick up a 4mm bead and a seed bead size 11. Repeat this sequence 3 times. Pick up a seed bead size 11, skip the last bead strung and sew through the 4mm bead. Pull snug. Repeat the sequence 3 times. Sew through the thread bridge on the other end, pull both ends together to form a circle. Remove the stop bead and secure the thread to the tail. Sew through the seed bead size 11 on the right and back through the one on the left. Sew through the bead on the right again and pull snug. Trim off the tail. Burn the tail small extra thread into a small ball to prevent it from coming loose later. Pick up 3 seed beads size 11, skip the 4mm bead and sew through the next seed bead. Repeat the sequence 3 times. Sew through the seed bead on the left. Pull everything snug. From here, repeat the same process as before by adding 3 seed beads size 11 around the 4mm bead. Sew through the bead on the left and pull everything snug. Weave through next 3 seed beads size 11. Pick up a dark blue seed bead size 15 and sew through next 3 seed beads. Repeat the sequence 3 times. Sew through the seed bead size 11 on the right and back through the one on the left. Weave through the next 3 seed beads size 11. From here, repeat the process as before on the other side by adding 1 dark blue seed bead size 15 between 3 seed beads size 11. Sew through the seed bead size 11 on the right and the next 4 mm bead. Pick up 1 silver seed bead size 15 and 1 dark blue seed bead 15 and 1 silver seed bead 15, sew through the next 4 mm bead. Repeat the sequence 3 times. Weave through the next 3 seed beads size 15. Secure the thread to the thread bridge as shown. And sew through the next 4 mm bead. Repeat the secure method one more time. Weave round and trim off. Add a stop bead to the thread and leave a short tail. Pick up 4 seed beads size 11, sew through the first 2. Push the beads against the stop bead. Sew through opposite 2 beads. Pick up an 8mm bead and a beaded spacer. Continue this sequence until all the spacers are added according to your desired length. Pick up one last 8mm bead. Check the length if needed. Every 12 spacers plus 13 8mm beads will be approximately 6.5 inches long without clasps. Pick up 4 seed beads size 11, sew through the first 2. Push the beads against the 8mm bead. Sew through the opposite 2 seed beads. Weave through 8mm beads and spacers all the way to the other end. Sew through 2 seed beads on the stop bead side. Pick up 1 seed bead size 11, sew through both tubes on the wire guardian. Slide the clasp into the wire guardian. Pick up 1 seed bead size 11, sew through next 2 seed beads. Weave all around the clasp area to add more security. Weave through the 8mm beads and spacers all the way to the other end. Sew through next 2 seed beads. Proceed adding the clasp the same way it was done on the other end. Weave through the 8mm beads and spacers all the way to the other end. Remove the stop bead and secure the thread to the tail. Weave up through 3 beads on the right, then down through 3 beads on the left. Tie the thread to the tail again. Weave and trim off. Pick up 3 seed beads size 15, sew through all the beads again to form a picot. Tie and secure the thread and leave a short tail. Pick up an 8mm bead and the spacer and the 4mm bead. Push the 4mm bead inside the spacer. Pick up 2 seed beads size 15, sew through the center bead of the group of 3 seed beads size 11 and sew back through the 2 seed beads 15 just picked up. Pull snug. Repeat the same process to the next 3 groups of 3 seed beads size 11. Weave down through the next 2 seed beads size 15 on the left and the one size 11 below it. Weave back up through the same 2 seed beads size 15 again. Pick up 7 seed beads size 15 and 1 seed bead size 11. Sew through both tubes on the wire guardian. If you want a longer earring, add more seed bead size 15 before pick up seed bead size 11 and the wire guardian. Weave through all the beads and exit through the 8mm bead. Secure the thread to the tail and trim the tail off. Weave through the picot and all the beads in between to go to the wire guardian. Sew through both tubes on the wire guardian. Weave through the bead and exit through the 8mm bead. Sew through the picot again. Weave through the beads. Secure the thread and trim off. Use the pliers to attach the ear wire to the wire guardian. Bead another earring with the same process.